Hello teachers, I am super happy to have you here with me in this community. If you have not opened up and scrolled through your school garden roadmap at least once quickly yet, I want to encourage you to go ahead and do that. It is intentionally set up as a quick read to give you an overview without overwhelming you. As you will see in the roadmap, there are very clear, bright lines and very specific methods to the madness of growing a successful and sustainable school garden with ease. And that's what you will be learning from me in this community. In this video, I want to warn you though, that although most teachers who join my online courses and clubs and free or paid, when they pay attention, they get wildly successful in doing this very easily. Not everybody does. And this might surprise you, but the main reason, contrary to what everybody else thinks, is not the know-how or the space or administrators' lack of support or any physical reasons you might think up. You want to know what's the reason to them not being successful? Mindset. You might be thinking, come on, Leila, if I wanted a life coach, I wasn't going to be sitting here listening to you. I know. You're here because you're interested or at least intrigued about the idea of growing a school garden with your students. And you wouldn't be listening to me if you already didn't know all the benefits of growing a garden with your students and all the amazing connections you can make to your curriculum and all the good stuff that comes with a school garden, a successful and sustainable one. So you are convinced we need to do this, but you either don't know how to start or you already have a garden that has some issues and you want to get answers to your questions. How do I solve those issues? And I'm here to tell you that we need to talk about your mindset before we get deep into design, curriculum, planning, and any of that, or any of the issues you might be having currently with your garden. Please be patient. I know that you want to jump into the techniques, and I promise you the techniques will be a lot easier if your mind is on the right track. Years of experience in growing school gardens in all kinds of elementary schools with hundreds of teachers and thousands of students on the ground in schools has shown me the main roadblocks are in the way we think about gardening in schools with students. And the issues we experience are manifestations of that way of thinking. I'm going to teach you about, all the how-tos and design and lesson plans and planning. Absolutely. But not before we address the mindset. I don't kid around when it comes to school gardens because I'm frankly sick and tired of watching hardworking, well-intending teachers get burnt out and give up their school garden after so much enthusiasm and hope and love they put into it. If you don't like what you're hearing, please unsubscribe because we simply need the right people in this community. And the right people are those teachers who want to grow school gardens with their students with ease, without hard work and hustle. So ease is our number one priority, and I don't kid about it. You want to be doing this for the right reasons so that it happens easily. Let me give you an example. There was this teacher, let's call her Jane. Jane called me into a consultation. She had a school garden, and her main question was, what am I doing wrong that makes this school garden of mine so damn difficult? Her words, not mine. And her main complaint was that she was overwhelmed and felt unsupported. She said at first she thought as soon as she gets things going, other teachers and parents would get excited and come and help, which didn't happen. And she ended up taking all the responsibility on her own shoulders and got exhausted. And worst part, she felt stuck with a garden that wasn't even working well. Obviously, I helped her with some design and planning issues that she had. But the main coaching I gave her was about mindset. I asked her, why in the first place did you start the garden? And after a few questions and a few answers, we got to the deep reason. She wanted this garden for herself, a place for her to garden with her students. She was also hoping the garden would create this nice, relaxing place for teachers, staff, and community to hang out and grow together. All really beautiful dreams. Little did she know that was exactly why the garden wasn't working. See, a school garden is not for teachers, school staff, or parents. A school garden should have one main purpose, and that is to teach students how to grow food and connect them with nature. The purpose determines who will actually do the work in the garden, the students. A school garden isn't a place for teachers to enjoy gardening. It's a place to teach in. And the learning happens by doing. And the students are supposed to do the work. So she was doing this for all the wrong reasons, which affected her planning and curriculum. And she ended up really overworked and overwhelmed, and she didn't know what to do and how to move forward. And this is just one example of hundreds of wrong reasons teachers could be doing this. So you have to have the right mindset to do this right. And that's why you and I are going to be spending a bit of time in this video series to put your mind on the right track to success. So I want you to sit down and think about the reasons you might want to be having a school garden and write them down, because they're going to come handy in the assignment I'm going to give you in the next video that's coming your way very soon. I hope this resonates. I'll see you soon.